Alright, I think I just need an Inside Out movie for every key stage of life. Like, I don't know, what's Riley's emotions doing when she's in college tripping out on acid for the first time? Inside Out 2. Would Outside In be a good sequel title? We follow Riley once again as she grows into a teenager, and we learn about the new emotions that this brings to the table. We're in an age where everyone's feeling like all we get are these half-assed remakes and cash grab sequels. So to see a part 2 come out 9 years after our beloved original, people are going to be skeptical, understandably. I mean, it's one of the golden eggs of modern Pixar. And with the rocky box office road Pixar has had as of late, Inside 2 has become the saving grace for both Pixar and this year's summer box office. And rightly so, the movie's a lot of fun. There's a lot behind why I think the sequel has prevailed where others have not, and why audiences are resonating with this so much. And it might be contradicting to say this, but it's largely because it's the same as the original. Like, same but different. Sort of same? And normally that's a bad thing, like, ooh, it's not doing anything new, it's just rehashing the original. But the original here was such a great structure into creating a fun way to look inside the mind that it just works in becoming this template for more things to be added. We're going spoiler free as always, so I won't ruin any of the details, but the theme of the story is generally the same. Learning and accepting all of your emotions, especially the emotions that you might perceive as negative, whilst, you know, Riley gets up to shenanigans in real life. And so the last show was joy up against sadness, wondering why we needed sadness, and here it's the whole team now up against anxiety, envy, ennui, aka boredom, and embarrassment, but mainly anxiety. It's an emotion that's become a lot more openly discussed over the last decade, I feel. But yeah, the story once again finds a way for us to explore the mind of Riley, and what's changed in that mind as she grows into a teenager. So instead of necessarily cashing in things we loved and would recognise from before, we're getting new and equally entertaining concepts. And it's just great seeing these ideas evolve with what might be going through teenagers' minds, like introducing the concept of sense of self. The story and the creativity is still there, it's just building upon what we know already. Character-wise, most of the original voice actors return. However, Bill Hader and Mindy Kaling are swapped out for Tony Hale and Lisa Lapira, although I'll be honest and say nothing was really missed from that swap out. And then we get 4 new emotions, but it's mainly Hawke as anxiety who gets the spotlight. And I just think they did an incredible job with anxiety. It's an emotion we all feel concerned about, and they do such a good job of representing to younger audiences what anxiety is, how we have to cope with it, but also why it's there. Hawke does great with this soft yet insanely fast dialogue to reflect just the dread that comes around every corner. I can imagine a large amount of the audience would have been kids 9 years ago or so and will have grown through teenagehood and puberty, and it'll be interesting for them to have the fun bits they can relate to internally whilst they watch this. Embarrassment also gets a bit of love too, but unfortunately I don't think envy or ennui's roles really are defined that well. I'm guessing it was in service of not adding any more to that runtime to make it more bloated, as it was very well paced, but it was just, you know, a bit of a shame. The humour as well, I think hits most markets. There's, I'd say, maybe slightly less humour overall than the original, but it's not to say that it isn't funny. There's definitely still bits in here that have me doubled over in laughter, through just funny use of puns for areas that they went to, or anger brute forcing his way through a new character to get to where we need to. So film wise, this, like the last one, ticks that box for everyone. It's creative and looks great and easy for children. It has humour that connects to a larger range of audience, and it's found this great balance of repeating the virtues of what made everyone love the first, but updating it for an audience that's grown up alongside the original. And then to put the cherry on this critically acclaimed cake, god, that metaphor was just such a stretch, sorry. It was just well placed in the summer box office market. There's not too much competition for it at the moment. Garfield was a few weeks ago, and there's not really another family animated film in sight for the rest of summer. It's got no competition, and they had clear marketing for the film. It's Inside Out 1, but with 4 new emotions in puberty. It's an easy messaging to get across. So yeah, spinning back to the film itself, I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a fan of the first. I don't think it's one you should sit back on and wait for streaming, as I think there's a bit in here for everyone to get a kick out of, and it's a reminder of what good sequels can be. But it's been out for a couple of weeks now, so I'm probably late to the party on this. Have you already seen it? If so, let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this a review? Yeah, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and all that stuff. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews on movies, anime, and video games. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye bye.